everyone. Today we are going to see weighted average method under inventory pricing method in this video. Okay, so weighted average method has been developed to cope up the disadvantages of simple average method. Here the price will be fixed depending upon the total value of the materials and quantity of the materials which are available at the warehouse at the date of the issue. Okay, so price will be fixed by dividing the total value of the material, okay, the value of the materials which are available at the warehouse divided by the number of materials which are available, the quantity of materials which are available. You will be getting per unit cost, which will be used for used as the price for issue. Okay, so here I have taken a small example which gives the details of the month of March. Okay, month of March. So with this problem we'll see how a store's ledger will be prepared according to weighted average method. Okay, weighted average method. So the first one is purchase 100 units at 10 rupees each. Purchase 100 units at 10 rupees each. So 2019 March 1st purchased 100 units at 10 rupees each. So it should be 1000 rupees. So there is no issue here. So the balance will be 100 units at 1000 rupees. Okay, we are not concerned about per unit price in the balance. Okay, so we are going to find only the total amount. So 100 units at 1000. Okay, and on the next date, okay, second, purchased 200 units at 10.2 each. Okay, so again there is a reset of goods. So purchased 200 units. So 10.2. So it should be 2040. Okay, and now the balance will be 300 units along with the previous 100 and the value will be 3040. Okay, next one, issued 250 units to job X on 5th. Okay, so on 5th there is an issue of 250 units. Okay, issue of 250 units. So how we have to find the prices? The total amount divided by the total quantity of materials available at the date of issue. So it should be 3040 divided by 300. Okay, 3040 divided by 300. So you will be getting 10.13. The price is fixed as 10.13. So the value will be 2533. So 250 units will be issued at a price of 10.13 at a value of 2533. So now the balance of the material available is 50. Okay, out of 300 you have issued 250. So the balance is 50 and the balance amount is 507. Okay, so as on 5th you have 50 units valued at 507. Okay, on 7th purchased 200 units at 10.5 each. Okay, on 7th purchased 200 units at 10.5 each. Okay, at 10.5 each. So it will be 2100. 2100. Okay, now the balance will be 250 units. Okay, 50 plus this 200. So 250 units. Here the balance will be 2607. 2607. Okay, so the next one, on 10th purchased 300 units at 10.8 each. Purchased 300 units at 10.8 each. Okay, so on 10th purchased 300 units at 10.8 each, which will be 3240. 3240. So now the balance will be 550 units at 5847. Okay, 5847. Okay, so the next one, on 13th issued 200 units to job Y. Issued 200 units to job Y. Okay, so on 13th issued 200 units. So now the price will be fixed by dividing the value of the materials by the quantity of the materials. So it should be 5847 by 550. Okay, by 550. So if you divide it, you will get 10.63. You will be getting 10.63. So the value of issue is 2026 rupees. Okay, the value of issue is 2026 rupees and the balance of the material available is 350 units and the value of the material is 3721. Okay, out of 5847 minus 2126, you will be getting the value of the balance available. We'll see the next one. On 14th, issued 200 units again. So on 14th, there is an issue again. So we'll write 200 units in the issue column. Divide the amount by the materials available. So 3721 divided by 350 units. So this will be again, it should be 10.63. So again it should be 2026 rupees. Okay, 2126 rupees. Now the balance of material available is 150 and the balance is 1595. 1595. Out of 350, 200 units has been issued. So 150. So difference between the balance is written in the balance column. Okay, next one. On 20th, purchase 100 units at 11 rupees each. Okay, so on 20th, purchase 100 units at 11 rupees each, which should be 1100. Okay, so 1100. So the balance is 250 units now. 150 plus 100. So the balance is 250 units. And here the balance should be 2695. 2695. Next one. The last one. Issued 200 units to job X on 25th. So on 25th, you have issued 200 units. So find the rate now. So 2695 divided by 250. So the rate will be 10.78. Okay, multiply 10.78 with 200. So you will be getting 2156. Okay, now the available balance is 50 units and the value is 539. 539. Okay. So out of 250, 200 units has been issued. So the balance is 50 units and likewise the difference between the amounts is 539. Okay. So this will be the closing balance. So closing balance of March 2019 is 50 units at rupees 539 and this will be the opening balance of the next month. Okay, so this is how weighted average method has been followed and price has been fixed. So again I am repeating, the price will be fixed by dividing the value of the materials by the number of materials available at the time of issue. That's it. So you can see that in the first issue we have divided the value by the number of quantity available on the date of issue. Likewise, we have repeated the same for the other issues also. So this is how weighted average method has been followed in a company. Thank you.